So I think I just figured out what this whole shenanigans is with the Twitch overlay over your gaming screen now. That was never there before. What it is Microsoft's way of making Twitch an inconvenience, because they just released their Beam platform, which is a alternative. It's all it is a Microsoft-owned Twitch alternative, which to me is just not needed. So they give you this really bad overlay when you stream with your Xbox on Twitch.
Can be mined for resources.
And they're like, you know what, if you don't want that bad overlay, you can just stream with, you know, our new app, which I don't find very cool at all for them to do that. So at the moment, I have to put up with this horrible Twitch overlay that actually overlays dialogue options in this game. So forgive me if my dialogue choices seem delayed. It's because I'm actually having to see what they are through the Twitch stream. As crappy as that is.
Looks like the cat got here before us.
Ryder.
Oh boy, that was a mistake.
The poacher's camp.
Something tells me they won't let us stroll in and chat.
Annihilated with a grenade. This is a grenade launching assault rifle that I found on another planet by Terraform. There's a huge arc that goes over a base made out of a cliff structure, and they hid a few goodies up there, and I actually went up there thinking if I was a developer and I wanted to hide something, that's where I'd hide it. And in plain sight, you know, I went up there and sure enough, in a chest was this super powerful grenade launcher. So that's actually been helping me get through my fight. Pretty cool. It has half the strength of the sniper rifle I have on my back. Which I love this sniper, by the way. Just listen to the sound of this thing when you shoot it. It's just, if you got bass, it's just boom. You can hear it echo off in the distance for a while. It's great. They did really good with the sound effects on this game. Really impressed. Now, there's something here I'm supposed to scan, but I'm not seeing it. Find the poacher ship, okay? It must be in this cave, which there's enemies in here. Oh, okay, poacher camp, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is it. We gotta clear this cave out. So I'm gonna move my people up first. See, I love this rifle. I mean, you don't gotta get into a big beef with an assault rifle and shoot at each other for 5 minutes. You just get a good angle and it's over. I can drop this. I don't use melee with sight on. I don't even use a sighter because I really want what this person dropped, a SR light thermal. That is nice. Now let's see if I can't apply that to my weapon. I might have to be at a customized station or something before I can. But yeah, you can see the sniper rifle. I called it the Widow sniper, and it's normally called the Widow, but I put sniper on there so I could classify it. But you see it's got incredible damage, 616 damage, which is more than half of the maximum strength of a weapon in this game. And it's very early to get a weapon like that, but you see my original assault rifle's damage. It was this here. This is the assault rifle they give you in the game. 39 damage, right? And my sniper does 600. I mean, that's an incredible difference. And then this is the rifle that I found on that planet. 341 damage, and I found out it was my first planet I terraformed, and found that rifle on top of the cliff there, so it's pretty cool to get some pretty strong weapons right from the start. But right now I really need to find an ammo box because I'm down to my last bullet. I have plenty of grenades in my grenade launcher, but I don't like not having any more ammunition in my sniper rifle. Oh, I just realized this place is using life support, so I gotta hurry. That's bad. I got half life support left. That is bad. There must be either low oxygen or just low temperature down here. I don't know. There we go, ammo crate. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Now we got 17 rounds. Okay, here we go. Here's a heater. That'll give us our life support back. Bottom left over there. Good to go for now.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Let me reload that. I hate when this happens. You want to talk to somebody, but the interface isn't coming up. Oh, it's because I had my weapon drawn. Okay.
The people I hired
Whatever.
shot at you, and you took care of them. I understand that. Now let's talk.
Yeah, see, I still can't, absolutely cannot see the text at the bottom of the screen, so I have to wait until it comes up on Twitch. So talk, or you're in charge here.
You better have a great explanation for hunting Yuvara. Your people won't be happy to hear this.
So the Angara sent you then? I'm sure they told you the stories, how the Yuvara are the only living history we have left. But these creatures might also hold the key to our war against the Ket.
Explain.
I've been performing tests. An enzyme in the Yuvara's skin could treat the effects of Ket weaponry. If I'm right, our fighters could heal faster, push back against the Ket.
She can't. Not like this. Creatures are dying.
You see, my people would rather cling to tradition than think about the future.
Even if the enzyme helps, the Angara won't accept it when they know the source.
At first, maybe. But the Angara have always been survivors. In time, they'll see reason. Just let me continue my research for the future of my people.
Ryder, I can't make this decision. I hardly know how to feel.
This is a tough one. So what she's doing is she's poaching a animal that is a precious wildlife of a native wildlife to their planet. But the animal harbors an enzyme that I guess, from what I gather, can cure a disease or, is beneficial to their species as a whole. And she claims that she's poaching these animals in the name of research, and that she wants to, benefit her kind as a whole. But it's a tough decision for me because I want to benefit their people, but I don't want to harm the wildlife of the planet at the same time. And I guess I shouldn't. I guess I'm not technically here for their people. I'm here to terraform for my people. My people are priority, and wildlife is something native to the planet that people enjoy. So I guess I'm gonna have to say to stop.
Sam, send her information to the Resistance.
Transmitting data.
I suggest you get off Vold before they get that info.
You're making a huge mistake.
I'll tell the commander. Thank you, Ryder. This feels like the right choice.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go to Google and look up that option. What was that? The Lost
I'll go.
Song?
Just let me pack my equipment.
That was that turned out to have a pretty sad ending. I don't like banishing people. The Lost Song, Mass Effect, Andromeda. Right? Because I really want to see what would happen if I let the research continue. If it is going to be beneficial for the species, then I might reload a checkpoint and we might just let her do her research. Because usually what I find in this game is that when somebody says something to you, like you're making a big mistake when it comes to a big decision like this, typically they can be right. And I don't want to make a big mistake here. The Lost Song results. Mass Effect Andromeda. Wow, there's like, they did a really good job making sure there's like no spoilers online. I might have to look on YouTube real quick. Let's see. Yeah, somebody here is saying that it's a tough choice, but they feel as though it has minimal impact for the overall game. They just threw it in there to make it a tough choice to make us jump on the feels train, which seems about right. It's weird. Okay, so somebody here has chosen to harvest them, and he will update accordingly. I don't know, the logical choice seems to let her continue. Their history is irrelevant. That species is irrelevant. If they can't stop the Ket, seems like they should have a pretty large impact. The slight edge that they would have over the Ket is not worth the extinction of a species. Okay, That's my thinking too. But I hate to have had to have sent her packing, but oh well.
Environment check.
So, what's our next mission? There's a
Temperatures are
memory
within
trigger
acceptable
outside this cave.
parameters. Life
Oh,
support
there's
is
a lot
stable.
of memory triggers on this planet. So, let's head towards the memory trigger. And these aren't relevant to the viewer right now, to anybody watching. It's
Thank you
just,
for being there.
I should have brought him with me for this mission, but I got my girls with me. Oh, what? Oh, really? Ain't no way out. I know I don't really have anybody watching right now, but I'm still gonna talk like I do. I mean, if somebody comes in, please say something. I mean, you know, say hi. I'm a friendly guy. You know, I don't have my camera up right now, but I'm sure we'll get along. So let me actually adjust the game's safety barriers, because it's really getting on my nerves. Yeah, it only lets you adjust it between 10%. That is awful. Come on. Damn. Well, that sucks, because that means this Twitch overlay is going to be covering up my dialogue the entire time. This is brilliant. Microsoft, very, very brilliant. Stuff like that makes me want to switch to PlayStation. Or PC for that matter, as much as I don't like gaming on PC. PC just feels too easy to cheat. It's too easy for me to type in a console command, because I'll do that. I'd rather type in a console command to be maxed out when I start the game than sit here and spend decades leveling. You know, that's just me. Now, some people enjoy the progression system, but for me, it's, I've played many, many games. Gaming has been a hobby of mine, almost as much of a hobby as music is. And, I am so familiar with that grind that I don't find it as enjoyable anymore. Whenever I play a game that requires leveling up like this one, I just let the levels come. I don't actually go for it or anything unless there's an exploit that lets me max out real quick, and I'll do that. But I don't focus on leveling, because I play RuneScape a lot too, and RuneScape has made that grind one of those things where it's like, that is one of the only games I'll actually grind. That makes any sense. I swear, this is a very beautiful planet. I swear to you, these graphics, I think, are actually more beautiful than Skyrim.
You shouldn't let Drac get under your skin so much. He means well.
He doesn't get under my skin.
I think these graphics are more beautiful than Skyrim, even with graphics mods, which I play often.
Wait, does he think I'm upset? But yeah, I really love this game. You know, I'm a fan of Star Trek.
For resources. You can extract minerals via your
No
mining
minerals here.
interface.
Where are these minerals at he speaks of? Whatever. I'm a big fan of the Star Trek series, especially Next Generation. Next Generation is definitely my favorite. Jean-Luc Picard is a total badass. And when you play this game, you feel like you're Jean-Luc Picard in a way. You're a captain of your own vessel. You got a crew. It's not quite as big as the USS Enterprise. It's a small family of a crew, and it's really cool. And the interactions are so well written that you know, you really get the feeling like these AI that you play with are real people, real interactable people. And it's great because this is about as close to a
Environmental temperatures
like
are within
Star Trek
acceptable limits.
feeling simulation
Life support
I've
at
been
100%.
like I've played, because I haven't played the other 3 Mass Effects, but this is a weapon and it sucks, so I'm just gonna leave it behind. I've always wanted to play a really good Star Trek game, you know, and but they never do any good Star Trek games. They all suck. They got the Star Trek Online, which is decent, but I mean, it's definitely a pay-to-win game. You get very little reward for the grind, and I don't appreciate that. So oh, that's what we came for, a memory trigger. What am I doing? But this game, you get heavily rewarded for your grind, and there's plenty of stuff to do. It feels like you are really actually going to these planets and making a difference, and you know, terraforming the planet. And these planets are just so well designed. I mean, look at this.
Another memory trigger?
I mean, this
One of
planet
your
is
father's
huge. You
memories
can
is
go all
now
over this
accessible.
place.
Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
See, like those mountains over there, you can go over those mountains and go behind them. And the maps are just huge and brilliant. It really feels like you're on a planet that you can just explore infinitely.
Pathfinder,
Yeah.
this area can be mined for resources.
Mine
You can extract
resources
minerals
in
via
this
your
area.
mining interface.
Now, it looks like there's more memory triggers here. Yeah. Let's do that. We'll fast travel right here. We'll get to this memory trigger a lot faster. Oh, where was I going? Ah, okay. There's also a outpost. Oh, okay. This is actually where we need to go to build an outpost. So this would be great, actually. I'll just set the marker there. Yeah, and they typically do that. They set memory triggers down by outpost sites. So
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Did you leave many people behind in the Milky Way?
No, parents are gone, but my old unit could still be alive.
Yeah, some of my contacts might be kicking around. Isn't it weird saying things like that while knowing you'll never see them again?
No stranger than them being 600 years older than we are.
If we're getting into the deep stuff, we need a few stiff drinks first.
You started it, you're buying.
dude, I really wish these two would get along. They prattle at each other like it's with very petty arguments, and it gets on my nerves actually. Because Cora and Vetra are the only two love interests that I'm actually considering. You know, I have flirted with everyone in this game, except the males. Every female I've come across, I have flirted with.
Where there's a
Right.
cat, there's trouble.
And
We
you
have
know,
to deal with this.
guys like me, we're just like that in real life. It's just in our nature. And I decided at one point it wasn't fair for me to flirt with every girl I saw and not even give a chance to any of the guys. And flirting was so small, or a girl, it gets you very, very nowhere. You gotta flirt a lot before they start considering you, they start getting closer to you, or you start getting closer to them. And that's normal, right? It's very, very small advancements that eventually make, a big advancement. Well, the first time I flirted with a guy, it was such a huge advancement that I had to reload my checkpoint because I was uncomfortable with the outcome of that conversation. Usually when you flirt with a girl on here, it's very light, it's in jest, and it's easy to brush off as just small talk. It depends on how the girl takes it, right? Well, I flirted with a guy, and it was
your
like,
parents were gone, Cora.
I think this was the line. The line was like, I was walking by this dude, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Captain, I must have caught you at a bad time." And you could flirt back with him, and I thought it was just going to be something, how do you say it, jestfully, something funny, maybe not exactly coming on as strong as it did. I hit the flirt option, and it came back. So the guy was like, "I seem to have caught you at a bad time." And Captain come back as well. "Now that you've caught me, what you plan to do to me?" And he was like, "Oh, I hadn't thought about that." He's like, "Why don't we think about that in the bedroom?" And I was like, "Damn." Like, I gotta reload
While I
the
was away on
checkpoint.
training, their cargo freighter disappeared
Or
in the
not in the
Attica
bedroom. He
Traverse.
said, "Why don't you think about that in my quarters tonight?" And I'm like, dude, like, no, yeah, that's coming on way too strong.
I looked for them every time I was
Right?
posted
Like,
that way. Nothing.
That's rough.
Not
Like I'm not a homosexual or anything, but also I harbor no hate for it, no prejudice. But at the same time, like, I don't know, that was almost like a culture shock for me, because maybe homosexual culture they do just come onto each other that strongly, and maybe that's just something that the writers knew when they put it in this game. I don't know, but for me it was very off-putting, because I've flirted with girl after girl after girl and gotten nowhere, and then you flirt with one guy one time, and it's like they're already talking about hooking up, and it's like, dude,
This site is viable
how
for
come
an
I can't?
initiative outpost, Pathfinder.
How come it can't be like that with girls? How come, like, I can't just, like, flirt with a girl one time and we're already talking about hooking up? It's like, man, come on. Anyway, so hang on, I'm testing the mic just to see if I'm coming through clear on Twitch. Yeah, that sounds okay. Anyway, I was just sitting here talking to myself. There was absolutely nobody here to enjoy that conversation with me. But you know what? If anybody, which isn't going to happen, if anybody goes back to watch my past broadcasts, I'll have entertaining dialogue to listen to at least. This must be it. Okay, here we go. Outpost beacon. We'll activate that right away.
Confirmed.
Oh, this is going to be fun. This is one of my favorite parts of the game.
Congratulations, Pathfinder. This was a real challenge, and badly needed.
Director Addison, no personal appearance? Placing an outpost is a big deal.
Thank you, but no. I prefer climate control to these extremes. Real talk, Pathfinder? I, as Governor Shai, is already up my arse about this outpost. If local Angara weren't on board, we'd have a problem. We are good, right? As much as you've brought us, we can't afford to anger the neighbors.
I can't see the dialogue options over the Twitch overlay, so give me 1 second. I have to wait for it to come up on Twitch, where there is no overlay. They want us as allies too. Relax.
Procedure was followed, as I invented it. Don't worry, we were invited.
Good. We need every drop of viability, especially after this Ket facility. Vold helps. Cold as it is, it changes estimates in our favor, but the initiative needs you to find more. We're never really done, of course. Survival isn't something that just ends. And there's another matter. A ceremonial one. A statement for the archives.
Is this really the time?
Pathfinder was always a symbol. Like outpost flags hanging in the commons, the people need a connection to reality on the ground. Address them, Pathfinder. What did this mean?
You need to see this place. I've laid the groundwork, but there's so much left to discover. Vold is not just about survival. We know it. The Angara know it. It's the adventure we all signed on for.
Recorded, Pathfinder. Addison out.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Dude, Vold is already at 89% viability. That's amazing.
Okay, I got one here. Here to Eldon, 3 hours, 42 minutes. Cute. Don't tell me. 3 hours, 18 minutes.
Look at this pad. I mean, this is a great setup. I mean, I realize that these people are in the military and are risking their lives every day, but wow, I mean, maybe our soldiers should be treated to places as beautiful as this, in real life. It's a shame our military won't take care of our own people like this. I mean, look at this place, man. Wow, you got great views out the windows. Holy crap.
I told the rookie he can ride, so I get to meet the Pathfinder responsible for making this place happen. I'm Lizanna Telesso. Because of you, I have the best job in the galaxy.
You know it, baby.
I'm an ice runner. I get to dodge the Scourge and outrun the Cat to bring water to the colonies. Doesn't get more exciting than that.
Facing danger to make everyone's life better. No wonder you love it.
When you put it that way. Your job isn't too different.
Look at that ship out there. It's beautiful.
I've flown through the Scourge before. It's not easy.
That's half the fun. I get to change my routes to avoid it, like I'm outsmarting it. I've had a few close calls where it shorted my nav system. Once, I flew blind all the way to the Nexus.
There's no way you pulled that off.
There's a reason I was the Citadel's best pilot.
There's a reason, I'm sorry, I was thinking about what she said. There's this thing in this game called the Scourge, and it grows like algae in a pond. If you've ever watched algae grow, or like a slime, when it gets to overgrowth, and it's real veiny and tentacle-like, sort of. It's like a web-like matrix. There's stuff on this planet and everywhere in this Andromeda galaxy that grows like that, and especially a big web of it in space. And stuff is very destructive. It saps energy from whatever it touches. And that's what they're talking about when they say the Scourge. It's this growth that nobody's really been able to figure out yet.
How did you get into this job?
I was a pilot for the Citadel fleet, so I got bored and wanted something new. The initiative sounded right up my alley. I was one of the first to sign up.
But how'd you end up at this outpost?
I asked. Marched into Priya's office and told her I was the best pilot she'd get. Said I didn't care if the outpost was mostly ex-Alliance. I wanted in. I've been giving her trouble ever since.
So you mine the ice as a water source. Smart.
I fly ice blocks to the Nexus. Eos. Even made a run to Havarl for the Angara. Speaking of which,
now we got a water
sounded
supply.
like there was trouble brewing when I landed. The Angara
Trouble
were on
Brewing.
edge.
It's a fun game.
Maybe you
on
should
RuneScape.
check it out.
Take it
That's
easy.
cool. Now
No
we
fun
have
in that.
Now we have a water supply to the Nexus. That is great. That is great news, because that was one of my big concerns.
We'll need extra heat lamps for the new civilians. Get an order to Kahele. Pleasure to meet you, Pathfinder. Priya Blake, Captain of Outpost Terraform. I'm glad you're here. I thought we'd have to deal with this on our own.
What's the problem? Is it the Cat?
No, at least I don't think so. A few of my drill technicians went missing on a research expedition west of here. We've tried their comms, but get nothing but static.
Do you know where they were headed?
I know the route, but we lost their tracking signal halfway through. I don't know how far they got.
We tried to look at their research notes, but the data is corrupted. We have 0 leads. I was supposed to keep these people safe. I've already failed them.
Don't lose hope.
We'll
I'll
find
find your people.
Coming from you, I believe it. Their research log is in the lab.
You know what,
Maybe
babe?
your AI can piece together the corrupted data and get a nav point.
I'll give her small talk later.
I should head out.
Come back if you need anything.
I should talk about, take a moment to talk about my romances. I mentioned earlier that these 2 chicks that I've got with me are the only 2 that I'm even considering for a romance. And you can see one of them is Tarian, of course, and she's beautiful in her own ways. And you know what? I think, I don't mind that. And the other one is Cora. And speaking of physically, she's very physically attractive. I mean, she's got it all going for her. She's got a nice can and everything. And but she's also very mentally a lot like myself. She even sent my character an email on here with nothing in the email but a list of books that she thought were good reads. And that's my kind of lady. Somebody suggesting intellectual content that I should go through and for self-betterment or, to expand my own knowledge, which is, you couldn't ask for more out of somebody than for them to support you in the betterment of yourself. And, but Vetra, the alien chick here, she seems very dependable. Not that I'm looking for somebody to depend on, but I feel like she's independent enough to where she wouldn't have to depend on me. And that is a very attractive quality to me. And Cora feels like she would be emotionally dependent, physically and financially independent. And whereas Vetra would be independent on just about all terms. At least, I'm sure there's a soft spot in there somewhere, but at the moment I'm not seeing it, which is more attractive to me in a sense. And so I know that in reality, in terms of a long-term relationship, Cora is definitely a better choice. But Vetra right now seems to represent adventure and experiment that I haven't. She's a different species, for Christ's sake. Like, I mean, how often would you get a chance to experiment with that, Anyway, that's my views on the romance in this game at this juncture. That's where I'm at. I haven't really advanced with either one of them yet. We're both romanced about the same. So, let's figure out what happened to that missing science crew.
Hey, Daddy Pad.
Okay.
Sam, you get anything from this mess?
Analyzing. It seems most of their data comes from a single nav point. Updating now.
Let's rescue a few very frozen techs.
It's amazing they haven't even been on this planet more than like a few days and there's already missing scientists down here. Ridiculous.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
I got rid of the blizzards on this planet and it's still so cold that you need life support. Wouldn't it be cool if our planet, Earth, could get our shit together enough to do stuff like this, Go to Mars and terraform and... I mean, it's possible if people in politics would just learn how to get along, As a world, we're wealthy enough.
Sam, another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to SAM node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
These exclamation points, it's just like Assassin's Creed. It's those are where your new missions are. Now, where are those missing scientists? Remove the heart. Optional observe. Catch shield. Travel to these ruins. Remove the heart. Scan minerals. Missing science crew. They're far the hell away. I'm glad I went to the map and saw that they're right next to a fast travel station. And that's one of the first things you should do when you're terraforming a new planet on this game. Go to every fast travel station that you can lay down and lay them all down. And that'll make doing quests like this much, much easier.
The ambient temperature is normal. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Man, there's just minerals all over this planet. I love it. Oh, look at that beryllium. Mine that. Got it.
These are Priya's drill techs.
We need to find whatever did this.
What the hell? What the hell's up with this creature? It must be like, oh, look at that.
Incoming!
That's definitely a glitch. That's harmless. And they're blowing them away. Right. Oh, now he's like, right. Well, we're here for something. There's a frozen one right here. That's cool. Scan there and scan that ship. Oh, there's a body here. Is that? Damn. This is definitely a shipwreck. Damn.
Enemy!
To the right nav point.
Keep an eye out for Priya's people.
Might still be alive, is what they're saying? Okay. So the scientists crashed their ship over here. It seems like if any of them survived, they would have ran in this direction. I see a cat ship ahead, which is not a good sign. Oh my god, that is not just a cat ship, that is a architect. I'm gonna save the game.
I'm not
here.
thrilled we're coming back here.
Yeah, me neither. This is gonna be one hell of a fight.
Architect!
Okay, he's seen us, I think. Make sure all my guns are loaded. I don't know why it's selecting that gun. I only want to select these two guns as my quick switch switch. Grenade launcher, good. Sniper rifle, good. That's what I need. Alright, let's observe the battlefield and we need to get in there before he kills
Temperatures
anybody
are below
else.
freezing and continuing to fall.
Let's do this. He's trying to kill me already. I need to get close enough to hit his legs.
Target the legs.
Here we go. See how good this grenade launcher is? I'm so glad that I found this grenade launcher on that planet.
Reload!
Alright. Should open his mouth here and tell everybody to attack. Look at that. It's like a Lotus.
Life support levels are critically low.
Shit, I need life support. Man, this is bad. I gotta find life support like right now.
Systems are failing, Pathfinder.
Got it. I just need to sit here for a minute. Which isn't safe because this guy can hit me through walls. I gotta keep moving.
Multiplying!
Some ammo here, which I desperately need.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
There we go. Okay. He is invincible, but it's not exposure to any weak points. Come on, you bastard. Oh, okay, he summoned observers. That's what's happening right now. So what he's done is he's shielded himself, where he's got no weak points, and he's summoned observers to fight for him.
The legs are weak!
AI. Looks like my teammates took out the observers, and now he's exposed himself. So in order for this boss to shoot at you, he has to expose parts of himself. Okay, put one leg down.
Get away!
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Wow. It's amazing.
We've got to go after it.
Anyway, you're supposed to kind of follow it and shoot at its legs. Look at that. That's so cool. We'll see where he lands. Right now he's kind of recalculating, rethinking his combat tactics, which I'm gonna make sure I'm reloaded. I actually should be going out and getting some more life support. Shit, why didn't I do that? See, if I stand here, he's gonna hit me.
Temperatures are below freezing and continue.
But I need to be there for the life support. Too hazardous.
The armor target the legs.
Bad.
Go for the head.
So close to him right now, he could hit me really easily. Okay, I'm far enough away to outrun those machine gun bullets. That's okay. I got 4 rounds left. I need ammo.
Made some friends.
Summon some people out here to take me down. Got ammo, baby. And I need life support. Which I'm getting life support just for being in here. Very cool.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Oh, I know. There's more. Oh boy. that's all of them. These guys are tough.
Forget the armor. Target the legs.
Alright, I'm gonna take this leg out. Oh.
Almost there. We've got to go after it.
No, at
Life
this
support
point
failure is imminent, Pathfinder.
I need life support really bad right now. Holy crap, am I gonna make it?
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Regenerating life
Life
support.
support is back online. I'm reading a
Where did
severe
he go?
temperature.
Get familiar with this area. I'm gonna be fighting him over here because there's life support over there.
Go for the leg.
Come on, one more shot.
Now's our chance.
Oh god. I'm way too close. Really hurt me bad. Get away for a second.
Made some friends.
Man, something is really hitting me. Get my teammates on that. They won't get still. This is ridiculous. I already need more life support. Look at that. Sounds like he's shifting his attack. Is he? No, he didn't. Oh, what happened there? Come on. There we go. Somebody.
Forget the armor. Target the legs.
I'm getting so nervous here. It. Come on, baby. Open up. Switch to my sniper rifle. A lot more powerful. That hurts so bad. Come on. One more shot. Come on, one more? No. Got him.
Quick, run an interface.
Yeah, that's right. It's not over yet. Let's scan this big boy. Okay, scan complete. To his mouth, run an interface.
Well, that takes care of that.
All
We
right,
should tell Priya what happened here.
we did it. That was amazing. Wow, that was fun. Oh
Life
man,
support
my life
systems
support.
offline.
No. about to die. Come on.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable
Oh, that would have
parameters.
sucked.
Life support is back online.
Oh my gosh. That was scary, man. Well, we did it. I'm gonna end this
I'm reading
broadcast.
a severe temperature drop.
And I'm gonna start a new one. And ending it because that was so awesome.
Acceptable limits.
So that'll be in my past broadcast.
Life support is
Right.
back.
I'll be right back. Xbox, Snap, Twitch.